Okay, so we are back working on our tacos. We're gonna do the garlic for our tacos, and we're gonna do our seasoning for our tacos in this little segment. So this little garlic clove just kind of popped off by himself. We're gonna use him in a minute. So I'm gonna use my knife, and I'm gonna kind of go in here to the edge of the garlic clove, and I'm just gonna kind of pop it a little bit, and you can see where that breaks it apart, like that. And then we're gonna get a few of these garlic cloves. We're gonna use, maybe 4, I think. So there's 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4th one right there. Now you'll notice that we kind of injured that garlic clove when we popped it a minute ago. So when we do our spaghetti dish, we wanna make sure we use that one so we don't waste it, okay? So here's the way you do garlic. This is amazing. You don't need one of those fancy garlic tools. All you need is your knife and your hand. You lay the garlic clove down on the board, lay the knife on top of it, heel of your hand, not your fingers, heel of your hand, and smack it. So do all of them, lay it down, and I think there's more than one there, but that's okay, we'll get them apart. Lay it down and smack it. That one slipped out there, let's give him a smack. And again, heel of your hand. And it doesn't matter that we're breaking the garlic up, that's a good thing. Releases the flavors. When you're chopping up garlic, you wanna get that little smack that breaks the skin off of it, then you can take the skin off, okay? And again, I'm leaving my gloves on even though I'm done with the peppers because garlic is kind of sticky. I know that sounds crazy, but it is. And so when you're peeling garlic with bare hands, after a few pieces, the garlic skins start to stick to your hands. And for whatever reason, they don't stick to your gloves. And if you're a person that likes garlic but doesn't love garlic, peeling with gloves is a good idea because then your hands won't have that lovely garlic fragrance on them for hours afterward. However, if you're one of those people that garlic is your favorite food group like me and maybe even qualify as an aphrodisiac, then feel free to take the gloves off and peel away barehanded. Okay, so there's a little rough spot on that one. So rather than waste that whole clove of garlic, I'm gonna turn that kind of sideways and I'm gonna see if I can salvage at least part of it. And it looks like, yeah, I can get a good piece out of that. I'm gonna take the tip end off. This is the part where it's attached to the root, and you wanna take that off. I've seen lots of chefs prepare things on, TV shows or whatever, and I have found in my food in many restaurants that little tip in, and to me, all that says is that they're lazy. It takes a few seconds to take it off of each piece, and who wants a hard, not tasty bit of something in their food? So, be one of those considerate cooks and take that stuff off. Okay, group it together, and we're just gonna take our knife through it. And again, this comes back to that knife skills thing. The tip of the knife stays on the board, and then you're just taking it through. Be sure you keep your fingers out of the way. We definitely don't wanna lose a finger in this. You scrape off the side of your knife. The smaller you get the garlic, the more flavorful it will be. It'll release its oils, and garlic is an aromatic. And so they say that for a reason. So we want to get as much benefit as possible, so we'll chop it pretty finely. All right, so this is our garlic ready to go into our tacos. So we're gonna take that up into our hand. And I know this is probably not best practices to do that with my knife. You could actually probably do that with a scraper. But we're gonna go dump this into our tacos. So bringing this over, open that up, dropping that in there. All right, let's go get some seasonings into this. Okay, so now we're gonna get our cumin. Cumin is an amazing smoky kind of spice. And you're gonna think this is a lot. It's not, I promise. So we're gonna do a couple of big spoonfuls of cumin. I warned you, my measurements are kind of by sight, by feel, by smell. The spices smell so good. This is just ground chili powder. So we're gonna take a couple of those, maybe a little more, because that's where we really get our flavor from. And I know we put fresh garlic in there, but you know what? We're gonna go with some granulated garlic too. And we're gonna do a spoon or 2 full of that granulated garlic. And now we're gonna do a little bit more salt. Oops, if I don't drop it all over the place. We're gonna do a little bit more salt. And again, don't be afraid to salt your food. You can always come back and salt it to taste. We're gonna do some ground pepper. And then we're gonna take one of our spoons and we're gonna bring this together. This helps prevent lumps forming when we dump it into our skillet and starts cooking with everything together. I'm gonna show you the secret to bringing flavor to great food. All right, here we go. bring this over. And we're gonna dump this in. And then come back to us in just a second, and I'm gonna show you the secret ingredient.